Hey troops, Roxee here, and welcome to Roxee Plays Games, and welcome back to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy, and we are on episode number 2. Right, so I've literally just stopped the last recording for episode 1 and continued playing. So nothing has changed. We need to find your common room.
Revelio.
Revelio is something that I'm going to be using an awful lot. And we need to go down, I think. Looks like it. So these are all other people's rooms, exactly the same as mine. And you can see when you do Revelio, it reveals things that we can interact with somehow. Some of them we won't be able to do anything with just yet, some of them we will. Oh, we've got a chest here, let's open. Oh, level 3 lock, okay. Well, I won't be opening that just yet.
Revelio.
Revelio. Down there. Oh, I need to go up, you donut. Went completely the wrong way. Oh, what's through here? Nope, that's someone else's room. Sorry. Breaking into people's rooms. Right, this is a great start to the the episode already. We're going in the wrong direction. We do get a skill later on that puts like a little thing on the ground that we can follow.
Revelio.
Definitely need it.
Just have to wait for the right moment.
There's loads of things we can interact with, which is really cool.
Starting Hogwarts in your fifth year.
Introduce yourself to Amit, Everett, and Samantha. Right, who we got over here? This
I'm not sure this is the right
Samantha.
spot. I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see.
Little plants.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually,
yes.
Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Isn't it Hufflepuffs who like plants?
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
Beautiful. Okay, so it goes a slightly different colour of grey. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. That's more white and that's more greyed out once you've...
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients, as long as your brews are all perfect.
Professor Garlick, brilliant.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Thanks. Very nice. Oh, apples. Let's have an apple, shall we? Chomp chomp. Who else?
Revelio.
Nothing in here to... Oh, what's that there? Right, we've got something on the wall there that we can interact with, maybe.
Deep breath.
Amit.
Why, hello. Would you like to take a look?
Yes, I would, actually.
Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy?
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all fifth years.
Brilliant.
You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
Oh, see you. Right, Everett. Where's Everett? Right
This
here.
should be interesting. One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters. And you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Stink bomb, more like.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting.
Professor Weasley.
That new fifth year.
Why is everyone whispering about me? Should I go down?
I'd be at the Three Broomsticks all day.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Oakley dokley.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about
Revelio.
visiting law.
One thing I will say about this game, it is very, very engaging. There's always something to do.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Field guide page, collect. Ravenclaw bust. This bust created in honour of Ravenclaw House resides in the lofty Ravenclaw Tower. So basically there's these guide pages that obviously you've seen flying out of the book. They're dotted all around essentially the game. They're everywhere. And we have to go and find them. It gives you XP and information, basically. So we've got 80 XP for that one. Just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. Interesting. Okay, didn't know that, but there we go. Ah, right, here we go. We've now got this. So this is a wizarding level. XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. So we're currently level 1. Challenges. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenge menu to continue. So we can move the cursor around with our left thumbstick, and we've got loads of things on here which we will obviously come to see as the game progresses, but the one that we're going to click on is challenges. Right, combat quests, exploration, field guide pages and room of requirements. So let's click on this one. Collect field guide pages in Hogwarts. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Collect 2 field guide pages in Hogwarts. Gear appearance reward. Hogwarts regalia spectacles. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked. Excellent. Right, so before the game carries on, so we've got the challenges here. Just go back into this. We've got the field guide pages. So we've got 1 out of 2. Once we've got 2, it will unlock the gear appearance rewards, and then it'll go on to tier 2. And I think it goes 2, 5, 10, 25, 50, something like that. Could be wrong, but I'm sure it's something like that. Certainly for this one, obviously there's only 4 in this one and 4 in this one, but this one's got 5. Right, I can't click on any of them yet. Collections. Let's go into collections. So we've got different collections here. We've got tools, enemies, appearances, Revelio pages, which we're going to click on in a minute. Beasts, brooms, ingredients, conjurations, wand handles and traits. So let's go over here and let's see what we have revealed. Hogwarts, the Ravenclaw bust. So if you do happen to see stuff and you just click through it really quickly without reading anything, then everything that you interact with and has a significance in the game will be in here. So that's great. What else have we got? We've got talents, which will unlock later. We've got inventory, and here we've got beasts, quest items, notes, and resources. Gear. So we've got all of our gear here. So we've got wands, handles, and then handwear, facewear, headwear, neckwear, cloak and robes, outfits, fly mounts, and broom. And then we've got our health, and then defense and offense, and obviously they will go up when we get clothing. That will bump that up. So let's start over with handwear first. I'm just going through this in a little bit more detail now, and then when it comes to getting new clothing, then I can just go through a bit quicker. Leather gloves. This item has no magical properties. Sell value is 30 gold. We can equip it. Nice, sexy leather gloves, but they're not giving us anything, but we'll just wear them anyway. Facewear. We have got spectacles, gold rim circular spectacles. Put them on, make myself look a bit more educated. We've got to have a hat, haven't we? We've got a flat cap, we'll stick that on. A scarf, not sure if it's necessary in this time of the year, but we'll put it on anyway. Cloak and robes. Oh, you can see here it says offense 0, so it's not actually improving anything, but that actually does have one that shows something. Oh, right there, I just unequipped it, didn't I? You donut. I just unequipped it. There we go. Right, so that is all of that. Now, what you can do, which I really like in this game, is if you press X to change appearance, then anything that you have unlocked. So now I've got this here, the dark arts clothing from getting the digital deluxe version. It just kind of gives you a few items that look better. So that's what the gloves look like normally. But what you can do is you can change the appearance of anything that you're wearing, so it will keep the stats but look how you want it to. So if we press A on that one, I've now got the appearance of the dark gloves, but it's using these gloves as stats. Now if I sell these later on, and I get a new pair of gloves, I can have the new pair of gloves and still look like this. Or I could even have the new pair of gloves look like these ones if I wanted to, because everything that I have will still be in the appearance tab in here, which is, I think, is just fantastic. So it's not like once you've got something that's how you're going to look. You can actually look however you want to as far as anything that you have uncovered, which, yeah, just genius. Like this, we can change to this one, or we can change it to this one. What is that one? The Dark Arts Garrison hat. Dark Arts hat. So we'll keep that hat on. I think that's kind of cool. I'm not sure if we got dark glasses. Oh, these are masks. I'm not really too interested in masks. But yeah, that's the Dark Arts mask. Neckwear. Just changes the colour and style of the scarf. Oh. And Dark Arts robe. That's kind of wicked. We've also got this House Fanatic school robe, which looks like this. Very regal, but we're going to go for this one here. I think that looks really wicked. And then finally, our shirt, or ensemble as it's called. There we go. Right, so that's my character. So like I said, I just want to spend a little bit of time just showing you all of that, because as I get new clothing and equipment and I equip it, I will be changing the look of it, rather than having to explain it later on. I've done it all now. And that's how much gold we got, 240 gold. We haven't really done anything yet, so that's pretty cool. That's just from looting in episode 1. So that was gear. Level, we've already looked at. Map. So, here is Hogwarts. We can click left or right on the D-pad, or we can move the cursor around and click on these if we want to. But here's this Hogwarts, this is Hogsmeade, and then this is the world. Oh, it's not actually showing the world. It's just going between Hogwarts and Hogsmeade at the moment. It's pretty cool. I will be using it quite a bit. Quests, we can have a look at our quests. So you got all of the different categories here. So this is all. You then got main, you got assignments, relationships, side quests, and then what we completed. Welcome to Hogwarts. That's what we're actually doing right now. Follow Professor Weasley. And then we got mail, and then the settings. Right, so that's all that all done.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Oakley dokley. So there won't be too much more of me explaining stuff.
No time
now.
to waste. You've classes to attend.
We'll just be getting on with the game, I guess.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Right, open map. Central Hall. So you can either use this left-hand menu here, or you can go over each of the flags, but that's where we're going to, the grand staircase. So you can, like I say, you can either hover over the flag, or you can come along here and select A. And then we want, in this view you can see the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house common room. Grey flue flames reveal the locations of undiscovered flames. Okay. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library and greenhouses. Select the library annex. So we want the library annex, and then we want Central Hall. I find it easier just to click on here rather than trying to click on the flags and or the waypoints.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Right. Sorry, I got slightly distracted. I just noticed my internet's gone off.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Can you tell me more about Charms class?
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
What exactly is Defense Against the Dark Arts?
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense against the dark arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of defense against the dark arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What is Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Cool.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is, in fact. I'm afraid there isn't.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Maybe.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
You can track available quests from the map. Open map. So this shield symbol represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features and grant experience points. Some quests are locked by spells and or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professors' assignments or as quest rewards. Track a quest with A. Right, what are we tracking? Defense against the Dark Arts class. Charms class. That's going to give me Accio and Levacio. Let's go for this one first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Brilliant. Right, so quest complete. Welcome to Hogwarts. Charmed compass. We've got a new item. So we press up on the D-pad, and it puts this kind of line with little speckles the way we need to go. So not only have we got the mini-map, and not everyone likes mini-maps, so you may want to turn that off, but we've also got this other line, and I just heard a cling then. Oh, we got a flame here. Let's get that done.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Oh, and there's a page. Like I say, these are all over the place, so it's quite difficult to find them. That is number 2. Challenge complete. Collect field guide pages in Hogwarts. Oh, I can't get that one. It's a floaty one. There's a spell that I need to grab that. Yes. Right, these are again dotted around. And basically it's like a puzzle. So we've got this one question mark here, and where's the second one? Oh, the second one's up there. That'll be 2 question marks. But when we look at this, the top one there is the 1 question mark, and the bottom one is the 2 question mark. I wish I could point, but I can't. But looking at the top triangle, we've got number 21 in the centre with 11. We've got an icon kind of at the top and then a question mark at the bottom. So we have to just do a bit of math, and it's really, really simple. There is somewhere, I can't remember where it is, within the building, a thing that shows you what all of the icons equate to. Essentially it's just numbers. But the simple way of looking at it, around the outside, you've got like the owl, unicorn, and so on all the way around. They're the same on every single one of these doors, and they just represent a number. So owl is 0, the unicorn is 1, and they go 2, 3, 4 all the way around to this last thing here, which I'm not quite sure what that is supposed to be, but that's 9. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the math is 11 plus that icon there, which is number 2. 11 plus 2 is 13. We need to get it to 21, which is 8. 13 plus 8 is 21. Number 8 is the spider, so this symbol here needs to be a spider. So owl, whatever that thing is that an owl on a branch? I'm not quite sure. Like a salamander lizardy thing, and a spider. Right, the next one, we've got, I'm not sure what those symbols are, but the bottom one underneath 17 is the last one, so that's 9 plus 5, which is 14. We need 17, so we need 3, and 3 is the 3-headed dragon thing. We need to come
Revelio
here, which is just up there.
I never know what to say when I write.
So 3-headed dragon thing, which is that one there, and then when we come down,
When you were in school.
we should be able to open the door. Ta-da! And inside will be a chest or two. So that's given us a long coat, and that's given us, oh, ruined high stairways. Cool. Right, so that's how you do that. Really, really simple. There's a few of them around. Obviously, future ones I will just do them a little bit quicker rather than explaining what it all is.
Revelio.
Revelio. Oh, gone the wrong way. Nothing there, nope. Another one of these flumes.
Off on another adventure, are we?
These are basically quick travel points, so we can quick travel to them, so it's handy to go around and get them all, basically. So you don't have to run from point A to point B. Oh, I can hear that like bell sound.
Revelio.
It means that there's a page nearby. It doesn't tell you what level it's on. Oh, there it is.
I think we should have a moon calf in charge.
Which are we on? Oh, so it's 2 and then 8. I said 2 and then 5, but it's actually... where are we? Field guide. So this one was 2. Playing that one. This one's 8. So I'm not going to guess what the next one is. I thought it went 2 and then 5, but I was wrong. What else have we got here? Quests. Gear appearance. Okay, right.
Revelio.
I was making that bell sound again. So there's another page nearby somewhere. Oh, that's quite close by the sounds of it. There you are. You have to kind of use your if you've got headphones on, use your headphones to try and work out where the sound's coming from.
Revelio.
But no, it's not making the sound, so there's no pages nearby. Right, let's carry on. Get to where we're going to. Oh, weird eyeballs. Quest begin.
Stupefy!
Stupefy.
Stupefy! Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Study a wand with L and guide it through. Yeah, we know all of this.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
Levioso!
Good.
Levioso.
Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Thanks.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso! Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Good form. I know. Levioso!
Class, I hope you were paying attention. That is how you cast Levioso.
Ta-da!
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Yes, I do.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Mm-hmm.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Thank you.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Oh, sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Oakley dokley. Right, go to Charms class. We'll do this next quest and then I think I'll call it an end of an episode because the time is ticking on.
Revelio.
And I need to sort my internet out because it still hasn't come back on. I'm not sure why. There you are, little page. Augury skeleton. This skeleton of an iris phoenix or augury, an intensely shy bird who can forecast the coming of rain and whose mournful cry was once believed to foretell death. Oh, gruesome. I didn't have a look at the last couple, did I? Sorry about that.
Revelio.
I'm truly sorry. I didn't
What
mean
the?
You made
Little things like that.
do all that happened that day.
Are totally unnecessary, but a nice addition to the game. Oh, chest. I can hear a
Revelio.
Sounds like it's that direction.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Look at that. I've got a chest down here, which is locked level 1. Chest in. Oh, these eyeball chests. So later on, we get a skill where we can basically unlock them. No need to go into detail now. What's in here? Professor Fig's classroom. And is it in there?
Revelio.
Chest down here. So I'm going off the beaten track a little bit here. I did say that my magpie instinct will take me away from what we need to be doing. Where's that page? Is it gone? Might be a floaty one. It's probably a floaty one and that's why I've lost it now. That's fine. Let's get back to where we were going.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to
Revelio.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Getting riled up.
Sounds like it's up here. Behind a locked door. Okay. Never mind. Oh, gotta start the quest.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Oh, Accio is our next spell.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
After me. So let me know in the comments if you are already playing this game or if you're watching this to see what it's
I've
like.
always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Here we go.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Okay.
Accio. That's it!
Stop.
Happens to the best of us.
Wow.
Splendid!
Stop.
Don't lose your composure.
Boo.
Excellent control there.
Okay. I kind of got an idea of where I need to release. Not a great start.
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's going to be interesting. Come on, girl.
This up. That is
Right.
how it's done.
I'm going to play this like bowls and see if I can't knock hers off.
Accio.
Very good.
Here we go. There we go.
Okay, let's take this at a bit of an angle of the dangle. Oh no.
Not to worry.
Watch this.
Right, my only hope now is to knock hers off with this one.
Accio.
Yes.
Oh, that was an execution.
And that's how it's done. Lucky there, lucky, but we got it done.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Oh dear.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Okay, girl.
Phew.
Let's go for this middle one. I can target the middle one. That's great, thank you.
Not exactly your typical lesson.
Accio.
Not that I mind.
Oh,
Splendid!
it's a tie.
Let us see this.
Right, let's see if I
That
can't.
is how it's done.
What are we gonna go for? Let's try and knock this one off.
Accio.
I think I will start going easy on you now.
Oh,
Well
not quite,
done.
not quite.
Watch this.
80 piece, right, all I gotta do is get a 50.
Yes!
But you know what I'm gonna try and do, don't you? Oh yes.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite
There
well.
we go.
A
Maximum
perfect
points.
score. Remarkable.
I must have played bowls in my past life.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
How big?
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts.
Oh.
But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Yes.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
See you later.
Of course, you can use Accio.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Brilliant. Quest complete. Charms class. And we are level 3. Awesome. Right, well I think I will call it an end of an episode there. That was actually quite a lengthy one, a little bit longer than I initially planned. But yeah, we've got 2 quests done. We've got 2 extra spells now, which is fantastic. We've got Levioso and Accio, so we can levitate stuff and we can summon stuff or pull stuff towards us, which is great. Right, well, once again, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a single penny, but it does help my channel reach more people. And obviously give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and drop a comment in below if you are playing the game already, and if you're not playing the game, let me know if you're thinking about getting it. I may do a giveaway if I get enough people putting in a comment saying that they are interested in playing but they haven't got the game yet. If I get a few people saying that, I might do a little competition. Anyway, take care everyone, and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.